Survey of Calculus, Chapter 2, Section 6, Marginals and Differentials. Really, we're going to be focusing on marginals here and not worrying about the differentials. So this is going to be kind of a short section. We're not going to do everything in this section. First of all, a few definitions. C of x, R of x, and P of x represent the total cost, that's C of x, the total revenue, R of x, and the profit, P of x, from the production and sale of X number of items. The marginal cost, which is given by the derivative of C of x, is the approximate cost of the X plus 1th item. In other words, the marginal cost is how much it costs to produce one more item. So if X is 100, what you would do is you would take the derivative of the function, leaving X in. Once you get the derivative of the cost function, you would put in 100, and that would tell you how much it's going to cost you to make one more, to make the 101st item. So the derivative, it's about the cost. It gives you approximately the cost of x plus 1 minus the cost of x, or another way of putting it is that the cost of x plus 1 is the cost plus the derivative. Okay, we're going to kind of go through this for profit and revenue also. They're going to be very similar. The marginal revenue is the derivative of the revenue function, and it's the revenue. It's what you bring in from one more item. So the derivative is about the revenue of x plus 1 items minus the revenue of x, or in other words, the revenue of x plus 1 items is the revenue of x plus the marginal revenue. Another way of thinking about this, and this works with the cost and the profit too, the derivative of revenue at 100 is about equal to the revenue that 101 items brings in minus the revenue of 100. Or the revenue of 101 items is about the revenue from 100 plus the derivative of the revenue at 100. And then profit, very similar definition. It's the approximate profit from one more item. Okay, and it's the derivative. So when you hear marginal, think one more. Marginal cost, what's it going to cost to do one more? Marginal revenue, what am I going to bring in from one more? Marginal profit, what am I going to profit from one more item? Okay, so given these two functions, find the total profit, the total cost, revenue, and profit from the production and sale of 50 units. Now this is total. That means you're going to put it straight into this formula. And then you're going to find the marginal cost, revenue, and profit from 50 units. Pause the recording, give this a try, and resume to check your answer. Okay, so profit is just revenue minus cost. And then putting in the functions themselves and simplifying, we get that the profit function is x cubed minus 74x squared plus 40x plus 10. The cost of 50 items, just put in 50 to the cost function, 182,500. The revenue from 50 items is 97,010. And then the profit, well, if you didn't notice, we're taking a loss. It's costing more than we're bringing in, so it's negative 85,490. Now we're going to find the marginals. Cost is 124x, and the marginal at 50 is 6,200. In other words, the cost of making one more item is $6,200. The marginal revenue is 3x squared minus 24x plus 40. And the marginal revenue at 50 is $6,340, which means our marginal profit is 140. So if we make one more item, it's going to bring in more than we spend, and we're actually going to make some money. So when 50 units have been made, the approximate cost of the 51st is $6,200. The approximate revenue from its sale is $6,340 for an approximate profit on that unit of $140. And believe it or not, that's the section. So here's our section summary. Pause and look over this, and then resume to do some more problems. Okay, try each of these problems, pause to do them, and then resume to check your answer.